Apple manufacturing companies are ramping up to produce Apple devices. A leaker just announced 2 new iPads, and a big-time media player is going to be potentially working with Apple. Taiwanese media site Digitimes reported that a bunch of PCB firms or printed circuit board firms have been ramping up their production, specifically focused on Apple's iPad devices and their upcoming AirPods 2 devices. And these companies have seen a jump in their revenue in the last 6 months because of it.
Now, this kind of goes alongside of the rumors that, of course, the AirPods 2, the new matte black finished ones, will be coming out this March 25th, and rumors of an iPad also being released this coming March as well. Now, there's 2 iPads that are rumored to be released: the new iPad 7th generation, which is an update to the 6th generation, cheaper iPad model, as well as the iPad Mini 5.
We are hoping that these get unveiled at the March 25th event, but some people don't think so. Someone like Ming-Chi Kuo thinks that the iPad 7th generation is going to be released later in 2019.
Okay.
Other people think that since this is a TV streaming device or a services event that Apple has, they are likely going to have a press release where they announce hardware such as the AirPower, the long awaited AirPower, AirPods 2, and the iPad 7.
Sort of after the show.
Yeah, people are saying in March, but Apple also has been known to release hardware at this event in the past, like we've seen with the iPad Pro. So we're not really sure. We're hoping obviously sooner rather than later. Some of the high-level rumors associated with the iPad 7 include an increase in screen size. So the iPad 6 is 9.7 inches and the iPad 7 is rumored to be 10.2 inches. A slight increase there. It's supposed to also come to be able to support Apple Pencil, and it's rumored to come to be released alongside with a smart keyboard.
And it's all in the same form factor as the iPad 6. Now, the AirPods 2, we've heard a lot of rumors of. One is going to be featuring the W2 chip, which has always listening Siri, Bluetooth 5.0, as well as a black finish, which is going to be coming in the same finish as the Apple Pencil. More grippy.
Yeah, that grippy material so it doesn't fall out.
Now, there was also a leak by a leaker called CoinX, who was known for leaking the names of the iPhone XS, XS Max, and the iPhone XR, as well as other rumored leaks. But he's saying that there's 2 iPads coming out this year.
He said that both the iPad 7 in brackets 10.2 inches and the new iPad 10.5 inches, not the iPad Pro, are coming out later this year, but not at the same time. So this has us speculating that the iPad 7 will be released a lot earlier, like we said, March timeframe, and then the iPad 10.5 inch will be released later in the year.
Probably in June or alongside of the new iPhones coming out this September. Now, the second iPad, which is a 10.5-inch iPad, is supposed to be in between of the cheaper iPad and the iPad Pro version, giving sort of a midway price point between the two.
Yeah, so the iPad 6 right now goes for about $329, and the iPad Pro, which is the same size as this iPad, the new iPad that he talks about, is $649 in Apple. So it'll probably be somewhere in that range. If it's not the iPad Pro, probably closer to the bottom end.
There's also going to be a partnership announced alongside of the new Apple streaming software, and that is Apple with the RTL Group.
So RTL Group is one of the biggest broadcasting and producing companies in Europe, and they own a company called Fremantle, which co-produces famous TV shows like Family Feud, American Idol, America's Got Talent, and The Price is Right. And we heard this through a media site called Deadline, and they reported that the CEO of RTL Group, Bert Habit, said that they are in discussions with over-the-top media platforms such as Apple. These discussions are being held, so maybe there's going to be a partnership in the near future, potentially for Apple's new streaming service coming out.
Now, a couple of the actors that are confirmed to be a part of one of Apple's original shows is Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, and Aaron Paul, as well as a couple of famous directors like J.J. Abrams and Steven Spielberg.
Those are 3 rumors that we found out today. If you guys have any cool rumors that you want us to talk about, let us know in the comments down below.
And subscribe if you're new.